The purpose of today's tutorial is to show you how you can set up your Clever login. Clever is a program or an app that is provided to us by LAUSD, and if you want to search for it, you can do a Clever space LAUSD and it will pop up, and you can sign in as a teacher with your single sign-on. As a student, you will receive a badge, which is a QR code. You can log in with that by facing it towards your camera. If you don't have a camera, every student has at LAUSD has an email and has the credentials for that, and they can log in with that. Even if you don't think your students do, every student does have those credentials, has those credentials. Clever is a way to log in, and what really attracted me to it was the fact that, especially now during the virtual login and virtual classes, all I had to tell the parents was all you have to download is one app, and the one app is called Clever, and I'll take care of the rest. That would be instead of telling them that they have to download this and download that, and they might not be able to do it, or take up too much space or anything. So anything that I think the students need or might like to have, I have placed for them in this one page. I've given them their little badges, and all they have to do is log in, and everything they need is right here. And today's purpose is for me to show you how I arranged it and how I did that. So this is my class. There usually are students over here, and I'm not going to click on them for privacy issues. And if a student doesn't know what their badge is, or have lost it, or you can't get it to them, then all you would have to do is click on the student, and you can give them a temporary badge, which does expire apparently really quickly. I have not tried that, but I've heard. So this is all that I've been given to them, and as you can tell, I've gone crazy with it, and I have a lot of things in there. The first thing you'll see is that I've categorized it. I've divided it up into books and magazines to read and listen to, weekly work, science and engineering, reading and math, social studies and art and social studies. One is more focused on social studies, one more on art. And I have a student who is learning English, so this is for her. Videos, computer lab and coding, social emotional. And I have a student teacher, so she has a little category down here. And then there's everything that I couldn't fit anywhere else. All right. So the categories can be rearranged by just hovering over it. You can rename them, or by clicking on it actually. You can rename it. You can just type over it. And then over here you'll see that there's arrows up and down in X. Get rid of, move up, move down. Okay, really easy. Move down, it'll move it back up and down. So that's one way of organization. So now how do I get the stuff in there? You'll see a button down here, the add button. If you click on that, you'll see, first of all, you can create those categories. Okay, I can create one that's called test. And then now I'll put something into test. So the first thing, there's two ways to do it. One is an app. Okay, the district provides you a lot of apps. So so I can just click on it, and maybe these are district provided apps, and the difference is that a district provided app will, that once the students log into Clever and they click on a district provided app, it will automatically log them in without any kind of login credentials. So one of them is BrainPop. Okay, you see it has a little tab called district, so I'm going to pick that and I'm going to add it, and there it is. And I can delete it too if I want to. I can remove the icon and delete it. The other way to do it is, for example, I might want to have a program of my own. And KidBlog, I'm going to take KidBlog as an example. So this time I can look for it, and if I don't find it, I'm going to come to link. And I'm going to say KidBlog. I happen to know that it's kidblog.org. I'm going to call it KidBlog. And then I'm going to go and do a screenshot of an icon. And how I did that is I just said KidBlog on Google Images. Okay, I just said KidBlog icon, and then up it popped. And to do a screenshot of the icon, you can do Command-Shift-4 all at the same time. Your cursor changes, and then you hold your trackpad or your mouse down, and you pull it over it, and then it'll place it on desktop. Now go back over here, and I can either use one of these icons, or I can use the one that I know, and I arrange them by date, so it's always the top one. The newest one is always the top one, and then I can say add link. So district app that is just a program or a website, and that I've found, and this one requires a login. So my kids know what their login is. This one they automatically get logged into. But now let's say I have a link that I that I want to use a particular page of something. So for example, I might want them to go, I'm going to go to YouTube first. I want them to watch a particular video. Okay, I'm going to pick this one.
Good morning to the social internet four-leggeds.
Thank. Copy, and I'm going to put that link over here. So it's not YouTube, which is a really big thing. It's Funny Dog. Funny Dog on YouTube. And I can add it to any category I want that I have. But we're going to add it to the newly, oh, we wanted to add it to test. Okay. And I'm just going to use one of these icons, and I'm going to add the link. Okay, now I noticed that I mistakenly put those into newly added, but now I wanted to move them into test, and maybe I want to get rid of this category because I don't like that newly added one. So now I have something called test. All right, so an example of that might be that I want them to watch a YouTube video in a lesson. Or here's another example. Mystery Doug is a really great website that you can use within Mystery Science, and he poses a question every week, and it's short and the kids love it. And so instead of just putting Mystery Doug up here, I change it every week to the topic that he's provided us that week. Okay, that is all for how you arrange and how you add stuff. Okay, so I'm going to click on Homeroom because there's something else that I noticed a few days ago. I noticed if you go to Homeroom, that what we just watched was my classroom web page, which the students would see. If you click on district page, it probably has all those apps. Not probably, it does. And then there's things that I've been seeing that I just want to try out, but I don't necessarily want the kids to see. Or it might be like Dibbles that I just want to have on my own page, so it's just me. So things here are either things that I'm using for testing or something, or things that I haven't quite looked at yet but don't want to forget. Okay, I noticed one other thing. I noticed that another teacher that I could put up something, and in the same way, you can add again here, and this one over here has an app or a page. And I just clicked on page and I haven't put anything in it, but what I did notice was that another teacher put up a page, and that popped up. Where did that pop up? In classes, maybe? No. I saw it somewhere. Oh, Playa Vista Elementary, maybe. I saw the other's teacher's page popped up on, and it had her name. So I'm guessing, even though I haven't tried it, but I am guessing that that is a place this would be for my students, and this would be for my school as a page for the school, although I haven't tried it out. Okay, so if you have any questions, just, you know my school, you know my name, just shoot me an email. But hopefully this was clear, and have fun with it because I think this is spectacular. Have a nice time and be safe.